guys, welcome back to my channel.
We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring.
So in today's video we are going to be creating this makeup look right here. This was created with completely all drugstore makeup. I have a range from NYX to ELF to Maybelline to L'Oreal. There's so many different brands here, and I wanted to show you guys that you guys do not have to have high-end makeup in your makeup bag to create flawless base makeup like this. This was all created with drugstore makeup. If I give you a close up, it is completely flawless. It looks just as good, if not better, than my high-end products. My base is just basing, and you guys need to know what it is. So if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and let's get started. Okay, today we are going to do a full face of drugstore makeup, just so you guys can see that you can create a flawless base without having to use high-end products. I know, especially on my channel, I'm a stickler for high-end products. A lot of my favorites are high-end, but I just want to show you that if you are on a bit of a budget, or if you are just looking for something a bit cheaper, these are the products that I would really recommend if you're looking for them. So I have my eyebrows on. I was just thinking to myself, I probably should have done these on camera so you guys could definitely see how the products worked. But what I used was the NYX brow pencil. This is in the shade Taupe. I absolutely love this brow pencil. If you're looking for a really good drugstore brow pencil, I would really recommend this. And then I also used the NYX brow glue. This is a really good dupe of like any of the higher end kind of like laminate brows. It literally is like fully stuck to my brows. So that's what I've used in my brows today. Now for primer, we're gonna go in with my favorite drugstore primer. This is the NYX Plump Right Back Serum Primer. If you are a really dry girly like myself, you're gonna absolutely love this primer. As it says, it literally feels like a serum. It goes on like a serum, but it eventually, once you let it dry down a bit, it becomes really tacky, which I really enjoy, because sometimes you can get hydrating primers and they don't stick, so you kind of need to go in with another primer. But this has it all. It plumps, and it's a primer, and it's sticky. Okay, for foundation, I've got two foundations, and they're actually both by Maybelline. We have the Maybelline Superstay foundation. This one is a really good foundation if you're looking for that kind of airbrush flawless foundation, but it looks like your skin. Then for a bit more of a full coverage, we have the Maybelline Superstay Lumi Matte Foundation. I've recently been testing this. I also did first impressions on it. I will leave that in the iCards up here. This foundation is incredible if you were looking for a full coverage, well, buildable to full coverage foundation that doesn't crease, that literally stays on all day. I would really recommend this. Out of the two today, I think I should probably do a mix, because this is gonna be too dark and this is gonna be too light. I'm gonna go in with this. This is the Maybelline Superstay, the Lumi Matte one. I'm just gonna take this on my finger and just dot it around my cheek and start blending, just so you guys can see how good of a coverage this foundation is. So as it says, it's a Lumi Matte foundation, and what that basically means usually is that it does have quite a matte finish to it, but it has a slight sheen to it, so it kind of makes it a bit more durable, and it means that it'll kind of just not look as heavy and cakey. That has gone on really well, and that has pretty much dried down straight away. I like to use a brush for these types of foundations just to keep the coverage, like they're meant to be full coverage. So I like to start off with a brush, and then if I feel like I've gone in too much at any point, I will then take out my sponge to kind of just like blend it all together. But I've been really loving this foundation. For a drugstore foundation, this is incredible. It really does just give a nice full coverage, which I find is very hard to find in general nowadays. Even though it has more of a matte finish, your products still blend really easily on top, as you will see as I continue to do my makeup. We're now going to go in with cream bronzer, and we're going to go in with the ELF cream bronzer in the shade Tan Lines, or sorry, should I say putty bronzer. And what I have been really enjoying about these bronzers is that they are super buildable and super easy to blend, so you really don't have to worry about going too overboard with these, because you genuinely can't. Like, you can see I'm literally digging into this, and I'm able to slowly build this up to the coverage and pigment that I want. And that's what I really like about this, because I think a lot of the time with the products that we have nowadays, while they are extremely pigmented, which is amazing if you're experienced with products and you know how to do your makeup, sometimes you have beginners out there and they just want to be able to slowly build up a product to how they like it, start off small, and I find that this is a great product to allow you to do that. And like, as you can see, it's just lightly warmed up my face. It hasn't been as harsh as like my usual contour, but I really like it. I think it looks amazing, and it blends really well on top of this as well. Okay, for concealer, we're gonna go in with the ELF Camo Concealer. Mine is in the shade Light Beige. I have been enjoying this concealer. It has been my new go-to concealer. I'm still yet to get my correct shade because this is kind of a bit yellow on me, but I have been absolutely loving this concealer. It is probably currently beating my Too Faced one, which is so hard for me to like actually come to terms with, because if you guys know, the Too Faced one is my literal favorite concealer of all time, but this one is just an amazing affordable concealer. Like, for the price that you're paying for it versus like the product that you're getting, I actually can't get over it. Like, it is a stunning concealer. It gives such a high coverage. It allows you to work as much as you want with the product. Like, you have time with the product to work it into your skin, but it's super hydrating. My skin loves it. It sets really well with powder, and it's full coverage, which I actually cannot get over the coverage on this. Like, I am obsessed with this concealer, like actually obsessed with it. I'm just gonna go carve out my brows and then I'll be right back. Okay, brows are carved out and now we're gonna go into blush. So for blush, we're gonna stick with the ELF range and we're gonna go in with the ELF Putty Blush. This is in the shade Turks and Caicos, and I'm just gonna take it on my usual blush brush, and we're just going to slowly start building this up on my cheeks. This is like a stunning kind of like bright pink color, but on the cheeks it just comes across really like beautiful and like a really nice flush. And guys, I'm not gonna lie, my skin looks like it literally could be filled with pure high-end product. Just with how like airbrushed my skin looks, with how flawless it looks, like this is a stunning base so far. And like, I'm very picky with bases. I would not be recommending any products to you that I didn't enjoy, that I actually wasn't getting along with. Like, I'm very picky with my products, and the fact that all of these are drugstore and I'm loving them is just insane. We're gonna go in with our powder. If you have been watching my channel for a little bit, you will know that this powder is honestly on par with my Huda Beauty powder. I have been reaching for this on an everyday basis. I've been keeping my Huda Beauty ones for like really special occasions now, and I have just been loving this. This is the ELF Halo Glow Setting Powder. Mine is in the shade Light. They have like, I think it's 3 shades, and I have just been loving this. It gives such a nice finish. It's very similar to the Huda Beauty one, just it has a little bit more of like a satin finish, I would say. I'm just gonna press this into my skin, just all the places that basically I had the concealer. It doesn't separate my makeup. It doesn't have glitter in it, even though it says like Halo Glow. Like, I am obsessed with this powder. I've really been enjoying it, and like I said, it is on par with my Huda Beauty one. Like, my Huda Beauty one literally hasn't been on as high of a pedestal as I've been putting it since I found this powder. Like, I have been loving this, and I feel like I've not heard many people talking about it. Actually, I've personally heard no one talk about it, but I looked on Boots and it has like really good reviews. So maybe I just am late to the game, or maybe like influencers just haven't been talking about it. I don't know, but I've been really enjoying it. Okay, for powder bronzer, we're gonna go in with the L'Oreal Bronze to Paradise powder in the shade Back to Bronze. This is a really affordable pressed bronzer. It is one of those bronzers that, like the ELF one, it is very buildable. You aren't able to go too ham with it too quickly, so it gives you time to build it up, and it has a really nice color to it. Now, what I will say, and I've said this in any video that I've mentioned, this says it's for medium to dark complexion, and I'm very much not medium to dark. I'm very much a light complexion, so I will just like mention that, because I think it's ridiculous that they're claiming this to be medium to dark and yet I look like this. So just a heads up, this is the darkest that they go, but I do think it is an amazing bronzer if you are looking for a drugstore bronzer, and if you're looking for one that is gonna, you know, slowly build up on your face. I am just going to take a big fluffy brush and just run this to my crease just to give my eyes a bit of depth. We're not going to be doing eyeshadow today just because I personally feel like if you want a good eyeshadow palette, this is just my opinion by the way, if you want a good eyeshadow palette you do need to splurge a little bit more than usual. So we're not going to be doing eyeshadow today, but a bronzer in the crease is just as good, I'm telling you now. For blush, we're going to go in with the NYX Buttermelt blush. This is in the shade Getting Butter. This is what it looks like. It's a super bright pink blush, so I like to do it very light-handed because she is very, very pigmented, as you can see, and I like to just do a light layer. Now what I will say is, because this is, look at that, such a pigmented blush, you are literally going to get so much wear time out of this. Like, you are never going to run out of this blush because of how pigmented it is. Like this, I literally did this, like literally that, and it is so pigmented. You could very easily look like the clown with this, so just be super careful. But that's the other thing, when you do find a pigmented product in the drugstore, grab it, because it means it's going to last you longer and it's such a good price. So I would highly recommend those blushers. And I do know they have bronzers. I have not tried them yet because when I bought the blusher, the bronzers weren't out. So have a look, see if you can find the bronzers and try them out because they are meant to be insane. For setting spray, this has actually been my current favorite setting spray. It's the L'Oreal Infallible 3-Second Setting Mist. I'm just going to spray it all over my face. And now I'm going to go with mascara. I'm going to go with my favorite drugstore mascara at the moment, which is the Maybelline The Falsies Surreal Mascara. This is just in the shade Black. I'm just going to curl my lashes and then pop this on. Like, look at that. Insane, absolutely insane mascara. I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed the wand. It's like a very fat wand with like short bristles. Those are my lashes with that mascara. I absolutely love this mascara. I think it is definitely one of the best. Okay, then finally we have lips. I'm gonna go in with a Morphe lip liner. I know this isn't drugstore, but I completely forgot to pick one up. But Morphe is sold in Boots, so I'm gonna go in with the Morphe lip pencil in the shade Sweet Tea. This is a classic shade. I really enjoy this shade. I especially love it when I have like just a very simple look on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line my lips with this. Morphe lip pencils are very creamy, so they're super easy to use. So I just do it on the outer edge and then pat my lips together to kind of blend it out. And then of course I'm going to go in with my favorite gloss at the moment, which is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade 002 Ice. This is like a stunning pinky, kind of clear but not really clear gloss, and I just love the texture of this. I love how thick it is. I love the color of it. Just everything about it is my favorite, and this combo is just 10/10. So guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you were able to see the effect that you can get even with drugstore products. Like, all of your makeup bag does not have to be high-end. High-end products are beautiful, you know, they do have that little bit of luxury to them, but you do not need them, and I really hope this is showcase this. I will of course leave everything linked down below for you guys, so you can check them out, check out shades, check out best deals and everything like that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.